achieve. Radical standards are free, thinking I've captured the heat. I'm mad as can be, yet I get after the cheese. Watch I grab a receipt, don't flash a regime. I'm solo but better than three. Rappers will scatter and flee. I managed to be the one with the static it seems. You couldn't handle the cheat. They say I'm the one, I'm saying bruh. You tell me as if it was flattering me. Killing these stats in my dreams. I keep the data with me. Back in my bag, it's a habit to me. To stand on these rappers with ease. I feed out the envy, they wanna offend me. They post in the book and they try to threat me. Internet thugging, it don't impress me. You know I'm running it heavy. Drop record and then netty. Aim for the top and I'm steady. Right over book like it's Wendy's. They never thought I could do it better. On the mic, I'm too clever. Let them remember I can abuse letters on another planet with the flow. I'm on Jupiter. I remember the slick talk. Let my tongue clip when I'm pissed off. Better run quick, I'm a pitch drop. Haters lip stiff like my dick when he gets hot. I've been known to give a bitch my 2 cents to get tip job.
Man, welcome back to the VIP Lounge Radio Show, man. Of course, I'm your man, Dirty Eagle, and that is...
Candy Girl, how y'all feeling?
Listen.
We've had a great lineup so far.
We have a great lineup, but I want to focus on what I have in front of me. Man, this man... and you know what? I always like to go back to the moment I meet somebody, right? The moment I can remember them. I seen him at the taco...
Tour? Was it the tour?
What's the name?
Underrated.
I'm sitting there, I'm in the audience, and everybody's doing their thing, and I'm seeing some performance, and this guy comes on this stage, and shit.
Appreciate it, man. For real.
And as soon as he got off the stage, I let the little fan base, as his wife was the security looking at let the fan base get through the audience, and he signed his autographs and all that stuff. And when everything calmed down, I said, hey man, I gotta have you on the show. And he said, yeah, whenever you're ready, man, I got you. And here we are.
Here we are, man.
Yeah.
Welcome, man.
How's it going, man? I'm happy to be here, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
You are here. Now, where does the name Dre Marro
come
from? Your original name is Andres, right?
Yep, my full name is, I'm going to say the full name is
Andres.
The realest my name is Andres Alejandro Marro, right? So,
first of all, a lot of people can't roll their tongues like that. Can you say it for the black folks?
You know, I wanted to rap under that, but the marketing, man, it'd be really complicated. So, so I was like, man, what can I do? So I had like these crazy names. You know, when I was starting out rapping, I always sounded like a superhero or something like that. One of them was like the Latin Bullet, because I rap real fast. So it was like crazy names, man. Then I dropped the Latin because everyone. I just called myself Bullet for a long time. Then Machine Gun Kelly came out, and I was like, damn, how can I be a bullet and there's machine guns out here? So I had to change that. But Andres Marro is Dre Marro, man. I just took the two names, I put them together, I Googled it, nobody had it at the time, and I ran with it, so. I appreciate y'all.
So have you released any albums yet?
So I did release a project in 2018 called The Revision. It was like when I was really new. I mean, I've been making music for a while, but I hadn't really like put out music like on platforms or anything like that, or use a distributor. Put that out. It was okay. There's a lot of things I would change about it if I could, but you know, it's out there and it's kind of, I like that people can see my growth. After that, I put out an EP called Lights in 2019. It was kind of cool. It kind of had a theme to it, and it was just all about, you know, how in a dark world that we live in, you know, is if you know, can turn one light on in a room, it, you know, it can create the conversation of creating the light in an entire situation. So that was real cool. But after that, I really just focused on putting out singles. I think that as an indie artist, it's real cool to try to connect with your audience, you know, and I'm trying to like get them real excited about everything that I have releasing versus dropping like a plethora of music that maybe they won't be able to digest. I want to be able to promote it properly and get everybody on the same page with me. So that's kind of what I've been doing lately.
Now, the first time I've ever seen you, like I mentioned earlier today, was at Taco's performance. How did that even come about?
Man, so that, you know, it was cool because a year ago I met him. He was actually headlining a show with Cameron at the Astoria Lounge.
Yes, I remember that.
And it was real cool to kind of like, you know, at the time he was just real humble and we took some pictures, real simple, but I think he was impressed. He seen me perform. I opened for him, and so you know we exchanged numbers, and we talk, you know, at least a few times a month. Man, he's a cool dude, real humble, and he's actually giving me some advice on how the game is, you know, the things that come with the game and stuff like that. And so when he had this opportunity, he was the first one he was like, "Yo, you know, I see you hungry. I see you working. Like, let's do it." And you know, I was grateful for it, and I came with everything. You know,
what? Shout out to Taco.
Yeah,
I know what. You know what? Some people hate on Taco, but I love Taco. I'm gonna tell you why I love Taco. he really truly, first of all, he really truly has a tour. A lot of people say they're going on tour,
right?
They just visit
and it's
different
a promo
cities. It's a promo run. This nigga really on the tour. This is his real tour, the underrated tour, man. Shout out to him, man. And you know what? He truly is putting in work for his craft, and he's putting Chicago on.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for him, I would have never met you. So shout out to him. Now, let me ask you something. Is there an album that's coming up or anything?
So I am working on an EP. The song that y'all heard, the Bounce Man, is
because if that's not on some shit, I'm finna go crazy.
My boy Colossal Mine, and he's actually from Chicago. So actually, we before Midwest Mayhem was my first song that I actually put out with him, and before that, I really just kind of knew him online. Like it was one of those things where like I hit him up on Instagram.
Is he from here?
But he's from Chicago. Okay. Yeah, he's cool kid, man. Only 22 years old, but like
22.
super
Wow.
talented.
He's doing this shit.
Yeah, he's talented.
Shout out to Colossus.
Right.
Shout out to Colossal Mind because he's got the sauce for real. And so yeah, we've been actually cooking up a few tracks, and we're definitely planning on putting out an EP for the summer. And actually,
Just you and him.
Taco's gonna be on it. And
whoa, wait. Wait. We got some exclusive.
Quick exclusive.
First of all, wait a minute. So the the producer that's on this is who?
Is Colossal Mind.
Colossal Man.
Brother.
Colossal Man
Colossal
will be
Man.
producing this album. Brought to you by
Dre Marro.
and guess who's featured?
Man, a lot of people are just afraid to face the reality of the fact they're just not that good. Like, it's easy to look good around 10 other artists, but now you're around 100 other artists in Chicago, and some of the best artists, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I came out here, man, in 2015. There was something called My One Shot. It was a TV show. I don't know if it ever really made it to air, but it was like Crooked Eye, or King Crooked, his name is. He was like a judge. Dude, there was a building of like 100 dudes, and I thought I was dope, you know? And I always think, as an artist, you got to think, a rapper especially. But man, I got my ass handed to me, bro. There was like some dope artists there that were just rapping circles around me, but at the end of the day, I think as a true MC, I took that, and it made me excited. It got me excited, bro. I was like, damn, like, this is what it's like out here? And you know, that as an MC just makes you want to work harder, want to write. If I was writing 16 bar verses, I'm gonna be writing 32 bar verses, bro, and picking apart the best 8 bars from each verse and putting them together, you know, and just I think that's the energy that I get from Chicago. Is everyone out here is doing their own thing, so they don't have time to hate on you. Like they're secure in what they're doing, so it's like we can grow and elevate. I've been growing the best since I've been out here, just meeting artists.
You've done several different shows in Kenosha. Like you've actually put them together and hosted them. Is that something that you're passionate about, or?
Yeah, man. You know, the thing was like there's probably like 3 at the time. Now I don't know how many now, but at the time it was probably like 3 clubs in the whole city there that will even play hip hop music, and out of those 3 clubs, maybe 2 that will host live events. So it became a thing where like I didn't want to keep performing at the same club all the time because like of course they're gonna love me, you know, but I want to go other places. So I just decided to use my resources and put together these events, network with artists, network with DJs, get sponsors involved, and we had some successful events all throughout like 2019, 2020. It's something that I definitely would like to keep doing moving forward. I just definitely want to focus on myself as an artist at this point. But once I get to another tier of what I'm doing, I definitely would like to go back, reach out, and help a lot of artists get that platform that they may have never had. And, you know, just kind of get back, man. I think talent shows were a great way for me to kind of get out there. When I was growing up, there was a community talent show in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It was like at the Ruther Auditorium, which is like an alternative high school. And it was a crazy moment. I was so nervous, bro. But if it wouldn't have been for that moment, I was like 14 or 15, I probably would have never. That was the moment where I realized when I was on stage, it was like, I want to do this for the rest of my life, man. And ever since then, I always chased these shows and these performances. And I think that it's a great tool for these kids, man, to give them something good to think about. There's a lot of negative things out there in the streets and in the world. And if we can come together with something positive, which is like making music, you know, hip hop, that's beautiful for me. So if I can get to that point, that'd be dope.
So, you know, like watching you put on those performances, those shows and stuff like that, would you ever consider kind of just focusing on that? You know, as an artist, you know, we kind of get caught up in our own thing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I mean, eventually, I think so. I think eventually that would be a route, you know, once I kind of maybe explored what I want to do. Because I just enjoy being able to help people, you know, get into that element. Like there's some of these kids that I met at some of the shows I did, and it was like the biggest thing in their world at that moment was that show, and that made me feel good because anything they're going through with their school stuff or with girls or girls with guys and all kinds of stuff, there's so much negative, man. And so the best thing about music is in those 3 minutes, bro, nothing matters but the fucking music and how you make people feel. The best music gives you emotion, gives you feelings. So yeah, down the road I would like to be able to create an even bigger platform for the people that support me and just the people around me. But for right now, I just feel like I owe it to myself to try to see where I can get in this music game. I'm still young. I'm gonna be 27 this year, and the growth has been crazy this past year. So I'm just excited to see what the future holds. You know.
So what?